Hey, what's up, America? The Matrix being a real thing. So is our world and universe a computer simulation, i.e. the Matrix? Well, it's definitely not the movie from back in the day, but scientists are now saying they believe that our universe is a computer simulation, and now they have variable proof of that. I say variable because, well, we still need to test a lot of shit, but let's take a look at what I'm talking about. So several scientists are now saying that the way gravity works is similar to compressing data in a computer. And basically that's why everything in the entire universe goes from tiny particles to a gravitational force collecting it into one area. Kind of like planets are basically space dust and material that are eventually conglomerated together into a planet. They state that that's the universe's real way of compressing data and matter. Now, scientists are saying that this happens because the universe is expanding, and in order to facilitate the expanding universe, they have to compress the data that's already been made, i.e. matter. So they're basically saying, like, when the universe is particulate matter like this, it's a high information entropy that requires high computational power and resources. However, if you enter gravitational attraction, they condense into things like planets and stars, making them low information entropy, requiring minimal computation resources. So it'd be the same if you're playing Minecraft and you go to an area where there's a whole bunch of small details and it kind of stops your system from working fluidly. But then when you go to an area where there's big areas but not much detail, it makes it so it runs smoother. Other video games do this. The less small detail you have, the quicker it seems to run. Then, of course, over time, the universe is expanding in size. So since the universe is expanding in size, these bodies that have already been created need to start condensing into larger, more solid objects to make sure that it can expand at a similar or somewhat finite rate. Another system is the second law of thermodynamics, which basically is an undisputed law linked to the arrow of time, which shows that basically time only goes one direction, one way, forward, and it can't go backwards. It's the same law of trying to figure out why you can't unscramble an egg or unbreak a glass. And so they put this same theory in a new law called the second law of information dynamics that basically states the same thing with information. So they're arguing that referring to the second law of information dynamics, that matter and objects in space may be pulled together because the universe is trying to keep information tidy and compressed, much like your computer systems now. So just remember, this is from astronomers and physicists that are saying this. I'm an anthropologist, so while I have some knowledge of the universe and space, I don't have the same knowledge as these individuals because mine is in human evolution and ancient civilizations. Now, a big missing factor here is where's the big fucking computer and all the servers and all that shit making this happen? Is our universe just one big expanding server? If that's the case, where's the power source for this whole thing? Because we really need to find that if that's the case. That would actually arguably probably be the most important thing, is to find the power source. Or is that just God and it's basically like a fleshly version of a fucking simulation? You know what I'm saying as far as like matter is concerned? I mean, what do you think?